got a secret underneath. Yeah, she's this naughty little freak. She likes to put on a show. She likes when it takes control.
I want to, go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. My main goal is to get there and finish the job.
He's got a lot more comfortable with the system, with the routes he's running. He's a baller. He goes out there in the game and, he's making plays.
Fires right side. Jaden Reed's got it.
It just showed how much we, had that connection and was on the same page, really. Obviously, the one against Tampa was scramble drills, so, me and Jordan was just connected right there. Same thing against the Vikings, man. Just being on the same page. The DB was a little flat-footed, so the route was kind of short.
Reed again, got away from one.
Jordan's timing was just really perfect, making a play after that, really.
Reed on the run, to the goal line. What a run by Reed!
This is a whole new year, man. We got new players in the locker room as well. We gonna do it how we did it. We gonna keep the same standard and, just keep trying to improve.
The Packers wideouts as a whole combined to reel in 27 scores last year, tied for the most of any receiver room in the NFL.
Caught, touchdown!
Yeah, it's night and day. I mean, last year you have a lot of guys, young receivers that are, learning the playbook. The timing, the chemistry is just not really there yet. It's just night and day. Guys know exactly where they're going to be at. We have so much chemistry from last year and built up reps that, we just kind of have a good feel and chemistry and know where guys are going to be at and know what we need to do. So it's definitely a big difference.
We accomplished a lot, but, everybody knows that we could do a lot better than what we did. So just a high standard in the room. And we got higher standards for everybody, just keep pushing each other and make each other better.
Our number one goal as a wide receiver unit is to have anybody be able to do anything. If somebody's out there, they're going to be able to execute what's called. And I think that we're right there and we're continuing to get even better. So I'm excited about this receiver room for sure.
Jair, why are you here this year? Last year was a different story. Why are you here?
Just going into year 7, I just want to, continue to do things that'll help this team moving forward. That's all.
What do you think of the new defensive coordinator?
I like Jeff. He's been great since day one. Preaches aggression, getting after everything. So, he's a cool guy.
Why do you think this defense suits you and what you guys can do?
You see it across the board. We got a bunch of athletes on the field who like to make plays and can make plays. So, I think this is going to work really well.
How motivated are you to put last year behind you from an injury standpoint and not reaching your own standard that you set for yourself? How motivated are you to put that behind?
Oh, man, I'm super motivated. I feel like every offseason always a fresh start to do better and get better. So that's why I'm here.
Is being here kind of the best way to get that off on the right foot, get that started the right way?
I think that, like I said, just going into year 7, at this point, is I'm trying not to make as much about myself and, just do what's best for the team.
What was the reflection like after the discipline?
The reflection? I just had to go out there and ball, show them that I was still me, regardless of the adversity. So, that's all behind us now, and we're just going to move forward.
Was that kind of like a mindset change, maybe opposed to your earlier years in the league as opposed to now?
The league has grown a good amount. When I first got to the NFL, they were still doing like the 3-man wedge busters on kickoff return, man. So it's been a lot of change, man. The coaches much fast paced, so you just got to be able to adapt, adapt or die, really.
When did you make the decision you were going to be at OTAs? Still at the end of last season or sometime during the off season?
Yeah, probably about 3 weeks before we had the report. I was training up here and I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna give it a try. So.
What do you think of having Xavier McKinney in your secondary now?
Man, I like it. I was pleased. I know Sav left, man. That's my dude, and I miss Sav. But having X, man, we already are on the same page with things. He communicates. He has a little bit of fashion sense, just a little bit. I say the second best dresser in the DB room now.
Behind Stokes?
No, behind me.
Hey Joe, what have you thought just watching Eric? Obviously he's been through quite a bit, but to be back to like he was saying, feeling physically, mentally kind of back to where he wants to be?
No, I'm actually very excited for Eric Stokes. I mean, he's come out here in this OTAs and he's performed really well. He's battled through a bunch of adversity, as we know, and I mean, just for him to come out every day and you know, just work to get better. I mean, that's just a blessing in itself, man. So I'm very proud of him.
Hearing Coach LaFleur speak your praises about your leadership so far, are you going for that captain role this year? Is that something that's on your mind, that you want to prove that you can be the captain?
I mean, you know, I've always felt like I was a captain. You know, I've always felt like that regardless. So, you know, we'll just let it unfold, and we'll see where it goes.
You walked up here saying best corner in the league, kind of joke with it. Is year 7 a reboot for you or a continuation of your body of work?
Oh man, it's just it's a little bit of both. You know, a little bit of both. You know, I feel like I still have so much more to put out there and display consistently, and I'm just ready to attack that.
Jair, what kind of potential does Jaden Reed have to be a real star in this league?
I mean, he has full potential. I mean, you know, he reminds me of a young Randall Cobb, but I think, you know, he's better. But yeah, I mean, you know, he's hungry, man. He's hungry, and when you got a young guy coming in and hungry for the ball, I mean, they're gonna make their plays, and you see it.
You've got a lot of guys in this locker room now, and the way you played against Dallas and finished the year that are hungry. What does that do for you as a veteran, being surrounded by that?
Like I said, it's fun to see. When I first got here, you know, it was a bunch of older veterans, you know, and you know, they were doing their work, you know, they were doing their jobs, but not at the intensity and level that these young guys are, you know. So that just makes everybody better.
Jair, as one of the veteran voices now, what are your thoughts on the talk of an NFLPA proposal to ditch off-season work in favor of like a really super long training camp, maybe 2 months?
Yeah, see, my thing is only that, you know, we'll be going for about 8 months at that point, and you know, that's a long time to play football, and especially with 1 bye week and 3 preseason games. So I mean, you know, I'm kind of liking how it is now. You know.
Did you do anything this offseason to get away from football for a while?
Yeah. You know, I'm always down south somewhere, or, you know, just somewhere with a really nice view, and then I just chill.
I'm curious about your mindset as a veteran now. When you come in as a first-round pick several years ago, you're trying to establish yourself in this league, and then you do that, and then it becomes, as you said, more team-oriented, what's best for the team. How do you make that transition to thinking, okay, I've established myself here, but thinking more about the greater good? How do you make that transition?
Yeah, I think it's just trial and tribulation, man, you know. I mean, we all grow at different stages of our lifetime, you know, whether that be sooner or later, you know. So, you know, it's just trial and error, and then, you know, also wanting to be here for the guys. I mean, you know, they need, like, a leader around here.
How's it been with Derek kind of taking over the defensive backs room and just sort of working with him?
Man, you know, like I said, I mean, Derek, I call him DA, but DA, I mean, he's just been great. You know, he's been perfect. He works with me every day on my craft, on my technique. You know, it's just fun working with him. You know, I mean, I think, you know, I think the sky's the limit for our room and for myself, especially with having DA around.
You said you have so much more you can put out there. In what ways do you think you can get better?
In what ways can't?
In what ways can you get better, do you think? You were saying
can I get better?
You can put out there.
I can work on my teleportation a little better. I can end up in my car right now or something.
Jair, in the absence of that, you talked about X's fashion sense, but how beneficial is it for you to be able to share leadership duties in the secondary with another guy of the same ilk, right? That's made the same way.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's always fun. You know, I mean, I call X my big little bro. You know, he's big little bro. So, you know, it'll be fun just leading the way alongside of him, and, you know, also another voice who can make plays. I mean, you see it. I mean, he makes plays all day, so.
Good job. You said we all grow at different rates, and we all want to keep growing, right, no matter what. How much do you think you grew because of the trials and tribulations of last season, and in what ways do you think you grew?
I mean, you know, I think the biggest thing is just understanding that, you know, although I am on an island all the time and all day, you know, it's the culmination of everybody being around, and the culmination of, the chemistry that we're building now that's going to matter later on in the season, and you'll see it.
Do you think the way things have changed with staff and scheme and all the things that are different now also help play into that in terms of your happiness and your feeling more connected?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, when I met the strength staff first, and they were great. Like, they were, there was a mutual respect, and I was willing to work with them, and then I met the coaches next, and same there. So, I mean, it was all good vibes from the get-go. I mean, that propelled me here as well, talking with Matt, talking with Goody. Like, I've seen them, like, several times throughout this offseason before I even came back to OTA. So just having that relationship and building that, it's been helpful.
Was that missing from the previous defensive staff?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was missing, but, there were, it wasn't as easy as it is, with this new staff, and they've been great.
Jai, you've been in the league to know that when something happens like last year, there have certainly been guys on other teams that said, this, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Why was it important for you to take that and utilize it the way you apparently have to make it work here instead of saying, I'm just going to go get a fresh start somewhere else and force my way out of here? Was that, I mean, am I crazy to think that?
No.
There's plenty of players that have done it, right?
I mean, amass anything that happens, within the building. I really do love playing here. It's actually a historical place, and it's fun to play here. So I mean, that's why I don't. Where would I go? Like, never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. But yeah, I enjoy it here. Trust me.
Matt says right now you look physically great. He thinks you're mentally as good as you've ever been. After all you've been through the last 2 years, is that how you feel? Do you think he's right?
Oh yeah, I totally agree with Matt. I feel great. Had a great off season with the people I worked out with back down home at a doubt, and this is one of the best I've felt since coming out.
What's it like to be Eric Stokes after what you've gone through the last 2 years?
Man, it's great. Everybody got a little story, everybody got a little thing, but man, this just taught me so many lessons, taught me so many different little things that I can't wait. This is a new Eric. Well, I wouldn't say new, pretty much the same, but just a better experience, more, it is what it is type of Stokes.
How tough has it been to stay positive, to maintain that approach and not get down on yourself when you had setback after setback these last couple of years?
It was, of course, it was hard, but that's who I am, though. Like, I've been through so much, like, it is what it is. Like, it could be another thing coming. Like, you can have your adversities, you can have every little thing, but it's how you gonna deal with it the next day and all that stuff. Because I know for a fact I'm blessed. Like, at the end of the day, I know so many people that want to be in this locker room, that wish to be here, all that stuff. So it's always easy to keep my head up because I know at the end of the day I'm always blessed.
Was that your mindset when you first got injured, or did it take you time to learn to have that mindset?
Oh, it definitely took me time. Definitely took me time. I would 110% agree with that. It took me time because, of course, from the start, I was mad, I was frustrated, everything just going wrong, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's a bigger picture with everything. Like, I know it was a lesson I had to go through with every little thing that I went through. So now it's time to show.
Is there somebody who helped you have that positive mindset?
From the start, just being around Key, especially like Sewell, them two was my Key and Sewell was my guys. So I learned so much from them too, just seeing how they approach everything and all that stuff. So it was just so much to where them two, anytime I'm always calling them, asking them questions and any little life thing.
Can you take us through what this offseason kind of looked like for you? I know you spent some time in Madison trying to get your hamstring back to 100%.
Yeah, so when we went out in Madison, just showed me everything to where everything was equaling up for my foot, to where my foot wasn't as strong as it needed to be, so that's why it would put more pressure on my hamstring, my calf, and all that stuff. So it just showed me a lot of different little things, and then I went back home, back where I trained at in Atlanta at a doubt, and basically we just trained hard at it. So every day we doing calf raises, we doing hamstring stuff, we were just attacking my legs and all this stuff day in and day out. And now I come back, I feel even better. I run. I feel like I'm faster than I was before. So it's a lot of great little things.
What do you think of Halfley as your new defensive coordinator?
I love Halfley. I love how his mindset is and everything. So he's coming in, He just wants you to ball. Like, he's gonna put you in the positions. He ain't gonna make you overthink anything and all that stuff. He just wants you to go out there and have fun and just play 110 miles per hour. And that's what I love about athletes. To where like he's gonna like how he always say, I'm going to take the bullet. You just go out there and just have fun and you just play.
What do you think of the kid who has the locker next to you?
Oh, you talking about young Bull? I love Bull. Bull came in right after me, but I knew Bull because I used to always go back down to Athens and all that stuff. So having him, I know what type of person he is. I know he's a dog, he's a savage, he's gonna come and he's knocking heads off. So I can't wait to be out there with him.
That trip to Madison, how much of that was illuminating to you? How much of that did you already know before? And what did you take away from that, just as far as some of the stuff they talked to you about and some of the tests they did with you guys?
It taught me pretty much. I mean, I pretty much figured like it was pretty much everything dealing with my foot, but that was just a confirmation to where like, yeah, like I need to get everything else around there stronger. To where like that's something that I didn't know. To where I had to get my calf stronger, my hamstrings, and all this stuff. To where like it just helped me out a lot, pretty much dealing with that. So like heading into the off season, I knew what I needed to focus on, and I attacked it as hard as I can, and perfect.
Where were you? Were you back down in Georgia?
Yeah, you know me. I'm located in the A. I train at a Dow. Perfect place. If you ever need to go there, hey, hit my phone.
LaFleur also said that you kind of seem to have your personality back. Would you say this is maybe the most fun you've had playing football in a while?
Oh, hands down. I ain't had this much fun since my rookie year. After that, it was just a lot being in my own head, dealing with a lot of own little stuff and all out there. Now it's just, man, it is what it is. Like that's the biggest thing that I done learned, man. It is what it is. It's football. Like this a little kid's game at the end of the day. So man, I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna make mistakes, but just go out there and make it 110 miles per hour. Everything else, I can live with it.
I know it's only early with like OTAs, but how have you kind of seen that happiness translate into your game a bit?
Man, I done seen a lot to where boosting up my teammates, just knowing like I'm always gonna be the one that smile, laugh. I ain't finna hold my head on nothing and all that stuff, but just live with it. Like I'm gonna tell everybody, just go out there and have fun. Like at the end of the day, you blessed to be here. So man, bump it. Like let's go out here and just ball.
Ja wasn't here last offseason. What have you seen from Ja this offseason here at OTAs?
Man, Ja is Ja. He's coming in here and he's gonna be like the person that everybody want to be. He could be the leader. He could be the vocal person. And just seeing him coming here, being here for OTAs, because I ain't never seen Ja here for OTAs since I've been here. So just seeing him coming for here, I know that it's a big step for like in a great direction that we're gonna be here.
Is he a better trash talker on the team than Ja? Maybe he's just louder, but he's always the one that we kind of hear from the sideline. Is he maybe the best trash talker?
Trash talk on the team? No, I will hands down give that the key. I will hands down give that the key. I will hands down give it the key. But Ja, you got to catch him on his days. So like some days he'll be mellow and really talking, and then some days he's up on 10, and that's when y'all really hear it. Mm-hmm. So it's a really hit or miss with Ja.
We hear those days.
Were you and Christian and Madison at the same time dealing with the hamstring stuff?
Yeah.
How much does that kind of help that you kind of can bounce off each other, or are the two issues totally separate that you can't really help?
Oh, you know what I'm saying? It was totally two different situations. I forgot what the main thing was with his, but I know with mine, it was dealing with everything from the foot injury that I had. So it was just still bouncing back from that.
So it all makes sense now more to you?
How
it's all connected?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how everything connected in your body and all that stuff to it. Like if one area weak, your other parts of your body go try to take control or put more workload on it. Sure. So that's what pretty much was going on. My hamstring was taking so much workload that it just kept messing up.
So it was the knee and the foot a couple years ago. Then when you came back last year, it was the foot again? Or
it was just never, you know what I'm saying? It was everything to where like the foot wasn't 100% like we thought it was at all. To where it was just trickling to where like my calf wasn't as strong, my hamstring wasn't as strong, so it was just putting much more pressure on a lot of little things.
Back to Bullard real quick.
How do you strengthen the foot?
Wait, huh?
How do you strengthen the foot?
Man, you got to work on your areas outside of the foot. So I got to do calf raises. I'm doing constant calf raises. I'm doing different type of hamstring stuff to get my hamstrings even better. To where like just to go ahead and support the foot, because at the end of the day, my foot is the most important thing. So
all those, the hamstring, the calf, that all bolsters the foot so that's stronger.
Yeah. So like if I get all my areas around the foot to be stronger, to be better and all that stuff, it will take a whole much pressure off of my foot. So
back to Bullard real quick. Just talk about how another year, another Georgia Bulldog, not just on the team, on the defense. How is this Georgia defense sort of grown through your time here?
Man, it's crazy. I remember coming in here, I was the only UGA person, coming in, and then now I look around, I got 3 other dogs here. Man, I love it. It's fun though, because we all speak the same lingo.
We all can talk about other things that other people here can't really talk about, and all that stuff. So it's just like a real deal brotherhood building on the defensive end and all that stuff to it. Like we know, like now I got pretty much one person on each level. I got somebody on the D line, I got somebody at linebacker, and I got me at corner, and now I got somebody behind. So now it's just becoming great now.
When you saw how the draft went, the Packers not taking a cornerback until the final round, did you consider that maybe a vote of confidence they were showing you and you being able to come back all the way and play?
I mean, like, at the end of the day, I couldn't control anything that they did. So, I mean, if they went to draft the corner in the first round, I was going to be there, make sure that he learned the ropes and all that stuff like that, and just be the vet like how Kev was to me. Like, that's why I have so much love for Kev. The moment I came in, he wasn't doing anything different towards me. He treated me like Ja. He treated me like one of his little bros and all that stuff, and helped me out so much. So, like, from my rookie year, I give so much shout out to Kev because, man, he helped me out tremendously.
I want to, go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. The stats, that's what come with it. But my main goal is to, get there and finish the job.
Tavian talked about how last year he wasn't able to play at 100% during OTAs because right now plays learning the ball. Are you in the same boat, and how much faster are you playing right now?
Man, it's night and day, just knowing the playbook and, understanding, leverages and, places on the field, and knowing my job. And, it's night and day for me. Just understanding, having that confidence going out there and, know what I'm going out there for. And it's definitely night and day.
But you must have figured something out last year. You wouldn't have done what you did.
Yeah.
How did you, do it so quickly, do you think? Or maybe it didn't feel quickly to you. I don't know.
It really didn't, honestly. That's just, me being a natural-born leader, kind of, and just understanding, just being mature and, knowing my job and stuff like that. But really, I wasn't fully confident until probably the end of the season. So I'm definitely at a different stage now. So I'm looking forward to what
when you went into this offseason and, maybe whether it was looking back on what you did or looking forward, what did you say, or maybe what did the coaches tell you in the exit interviews that they wanted you to do going forward, whether it was off-season or going into this season?
Definitely, just work on the little things, getting in and out of the top of routes and stuff like that. Definitely being a better leader, more vocal. That's pretty much it, really. Just working on the little things.
How did you see defenses change the way they covered you as the season went on last year?
Seen a lot of different things, really, like with blitzes and stuff like that, just trying to throw our whole offense off, really. But coaches do a great job of helping us adjust to stuff like that, and obviously that helped towards the end of the season. So,
Jay, you had a lot of catches. The touchdown you had at home against Tampa, where Jordan rolled out and slung it to you, and then your catch and run New Year's Eve against Minnesota.
Yeah.
What did those two plays tell you about what this offense, you and Jordan and everyone, can do moving forward?
It just showed how much better we, had that connection and was on the same page, really. Obviously, the one against Tampa was scramble drills, so, me and Jordan was just connected right there. He knew where I was going. I knew where he was going, and, he threw a great ball where I can make a play, and that's what it was. And, same thing against the Vikings, man. Just being on the same page. The DB was a little flat-footed, so the route was kind of short. And Jordan's timing was just really perfect, and just making a play after that, really.
A lot was made of the Pittsburgh play. It's kind of a seminal moment.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You lost that game. Could you kind of, all right, was that a we get it kind of thing?
It's kind of, that definitely where my confidence built a little bit, just knowing that I was able to get over the top of defenses and stuff like that. And, just the trust through everybody, just to know Jordan, trust me to make that pass. And, that definitely helped.
It seemed to affect the whole offense, right?
No doubt about it.
To have Christian back and at 100%, what does he bring to your room in the offense?
Man, vertical threat, man. That guy running at you, that can be scary. So, make a DB panic, bag up. Just to have that in our offense, can give us a little space to work and, make them play different leverages and stuff like that.
How eager are you to see what this offense can do for 17 games, knowing how you finished last year?
Yeah, I mean, this is a whole new year, man. We got new players in the locker room as well. We got new faces and new players. So we gonna do it how we did it. We're gonna keep the same standard and just keep trying to improve.
What's the advice you've gotten from him so far?
Yeah. Or probably just to
say to trust everything we've gone in the meetings. I feel like as a rookie, sometimes I get a little antsy on the field, trying to do too much, or my head's in 10 different places at once. And he's keeps harping just to trust your training, trust everything, all the reps we've been getting, and just to believe in myself, a little more. You definitely want to try to be like other people, and so you're kind of just learning on the fly, but I feel like he's just teaching a lot of us just to have confidence in our preparation and everything we've worked on so far, and I've taken that to heart.
Packers put out that picture of like I think either 7 or 8 of you guys took part in the Senior Bowl. How much do you think that helped you guys coming into your first year?
Yeah, I mean that was definitely a huge learning experience. Just being able to get the coaching from all the NFL coaches that were there. You got a whole bunch of guys just with elite experience, and being able to bounce ideas off of them and just learn from some of the best, some of the people that have done it for, years and years. And, just being able to, soak up information from great minds, I feel like has definitely helped, coming into this process.
Off the football field, how are you adjusting to Green Bay? Javon's like, oh, people are so nice. I go to the store and everything.
Yeah.
How are you just adjusting to the city? In general?
No, yeah, it's not hard at all. You got like every time you're walking out to practice, you got people wanting to take pictures. There's somebody out there that keeps handing out cookies like every Wednesday. It's like, haven't gotten this treatment in a while. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool change. Just having that community feel around you, and everybody's just so welcoming. It hasn't been difficult at all. Adjusting to this life, and definitely can get used to the hospitality for sure.
It's gonna be weird seeing Oregon in the Big Ten.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to go to one of those games. I don't know if our bye weeks are gonna align, but it'll be a little different. I mean, they got a game in the Big House. It's gonna be primetime football. I'm kind of interested in to see how like the styles kind of match up, because Oregon's spread out. Air the ball out down the field, and you get a Michigan that's just gonna run the ball down your throat. It's gonna be interesting to see how different play styles stack up.
Like I said, like you said, it was the first day of us actually getting after it, but it was still. I actually enjoy that more than walkthroughs and things like that, just so you can tempo the thing. Sometimes it's a little bit more realistic when the bullets actually get to flying. So,
what's been the biggest challenge for you so far?
Like I said, just learning a new system, and just the personalities, learning everybody, and learning the city of Green Bay. Focusing on the main things, man. Like dialing in on the playbook, just trying to keep the main thing.
Talk about how Eric Stokes has helped you get acclimated to Green Bay.
That's my locker buddy, man. My locker buddy, but nah, man. Me and E go way back. Before we even got here. It's funny how God works. So, he's helped me tremendously on and out the field. That's my guy.
Do you think that this Georgia contingent, how has that been treating you so far?
Oh man, it's amazing. We might as well keep adding dogs to Green Bay. And I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here with those guys. Those guys are a tremendous amount of help for me. Just like I said, we go way back, man. I went to school with those guys, and now everything coming full circle for us. It's amazing.
How was it taking what you've learned up to this point and implementing it today at a full speed in the 2-minute drill?
Say that one more time.
How was it taking what you've done up to this point and implementing it today at full speed during the 2-minute
Oh yeah,
drill?
it was amazing, man. That's right up my alley. I feel like, just like I said, it's more realistic that way. You get certain tempos, routes may be a little bit longer because guys are running way faster. It's just more realistic. It's like more of a game style environment, and it helps you learn better, in my opinion.
How have you liked Green Bay as a place so far?
It's nice. It's nice people. I ain't gonna lie, I was at a grocery store the other day, and everybody's so nice. I was like, hey, everybody having a good day. Beautiful people, nice people, man. A great organization, clearly. Great guys in the locker room. Guys taking me under their wing. It's amazing, man. I'm happy to be here.
What did the Georgia guys tell you to expect when you were coming here?
Same thing. Keep the same thing. Keep the main thing. Nothing changed. In the Georgia guys, we come from a very similar situation, a similar organization of how things need to be ran and how things are going to be ran. So just keeping the main thing, and staying focused.
Obviously, this is your first OTAs, but it's not common to have 100% participation. What does that show you about what this team hopes to accomplish this year?
It's amazing. Those guys got, have a certain thing on our mind, and I'm pretty sure everybody in this organization know what that is. So we're gonna strive to do that, and to do that, we need everybody. You know, you only as strong as your weakest link, and if you have no weakest links, then we'll have no problem.
How beneficial is it for you to have a leader like X back there helping you as a rookie?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing, man. You're talking about a guy that has continued to prove himself in this league, has established himself as a household name and one of the best at his position. So it's huge, man. A guy that I look up to, and a guy that's going to help me tremendously.
How do you see yourself fitting next to him potentially on that back line?
I feel like we'll complement each other very well. You know, at the end of the day, I know he's going to do his job, and he expects me to do the same thing. So making sure we're on the same page and making sure we get the job done.
What's one of the biggest tips you picked up from me so far?
Be a pro. Just everything you do, make sure it's pro-like. You know, the biggest thing with us, I mean, we similar styles and like just how we think and how we diagnose film, but things like that. My biggest thing was recovery. The way that he take care of his body, you know, the best ability is availability in this league. So the more you're available, the more, you know what I'm saying, plays you're going to make, the more you're going to continue to play. So right now, just being able, I've learned from him for just taking care of your body, being able to recover.
Hey everybody, it's two guys with three things of the OTA vernacular. And Mike Spofford, you are up.
Well, Larry, I'm going to continue the two guys theme and talk about two cornerbacks for the Green Bay Packers who are really looking forward to 2024 and the big roles they are going to play for the Packers defense. And of course, that's Jair Alexander and Eric Stokes. Now, Alexander, lots of people talked about him leading up to the media's chance to speak with him the other day, saying that, hey, he's in a different place. Things are, you know, looking good. He's here every day. He's acting like a leader, doing all the right things. And Alexander confirmed that. He really is. He's got a refreshed, a new attitude about things for 2024. Injuries last year, other missteps. Now there's been a change with the defensive leadership. So he's really fired up. And then on Stokes' side of things, he really hasn't been healthy since the middle of 2022 when he had that nasty foot injury in Detroit. And the hamstring issues that cropped up for him last year were in part because of not getting all the strength back into his legs from the foot injury. He's as healthy as he's been, looking as good as he has since he's been here, according to Matt LaFleur. Those two guys really looking forward to 2024.
Mike, may I ask a question?
Of course.
Is that two things or one thing?
We'll call it one thing.
Okay, fair enough. My thing is Jordan Morgan, the Packers' first-round draft choice and offensive lineman. This week, he has added left guard to his repertoire. That goes with left tackle and right tackle in the short time he's been a Green Bay Packer. So what does that tell us? That tells us he's athletic, he's versatile, and he's smart. And folks, for Packers offensive linemen, that is checking all the boxes. And Mike, you're up again.
Well, Larry, I just want to comment quickly on seventh-round rookie quarterback Michael Pratt. Last year when Sean Clifford came in as a fifth-round rookie, he really cut it loose in the preseason especially. He was letting it rip out there. Well, the other day we saw it was just a 2-minute drill with the threes, you know, no pads and all that. But Michael Pratt was letting it rip out there on the practice field. It was fun to watch this young rookie who's trying to make his way here and learn Matt LaFleur's offense. He was holding nothing back. I think he's off to a really good start.
All right, and that is two guys with three things. See you next time.
A little danger they both crave when they